Hi guys, back again. Um, in this tutorial we're going to be looking at cutting things out. So we're going to attempt to cut out this Nike trainer. The image has been taken from Aaron Naser and his company Flern, who have a great YouTube channel and provide lots of amazing tutorials, much more complex than ours. Ours are very much aimed at sort of beginner level. So heading on, well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to duplicate our layer with Command J. Or if you don't want to use the hotkey, you can just drag it down to this little icon here. And the first method we're going to use is the quick selection tool. So the way this works, you just check on it here and it gives you a little target which we can use the bracket keys to make bigger or smaller. And then all we're going to do, we're just going to highlight as much of the image or the product as we can, and you can see the marching ants are creating a selection. As we can see at the moment, these marching ants, they're not perfect, so what we'll probably need to do is look at the product a little bit closer. So the way I would do that is by checking Command and hitting the plus icon, and then on a Mac just with two fingers I can sort of scroll round. So we can see the marching ants, and all I'm going to do is we've zoomed in a touch, and I'm just going to keep selecting the areas of the product, and again I can make my target area bigger or smaller depending on what I need. And I'm just looking around, making sure that we have the whole image selected, just trying to smooth out any lines. Photoshop has done a great job in refining this tool with recent updates. There are other ways to do this with the pen tool and the lasso tool. But I'm just going around, and you can see here the dark area where there is a shadow. Photoshop's struggling to recognise that a little bit, so we can have a go. If we just click Alt, then we can deselect those areas, but you can see that's a really dark area, and Photoshop is struggling a little bit to keep hold of that, so we might have to do that manually. So I've gone round, I'm relatively happy with the job Photoshop has done and the quick selection tool. So at this point all I'm going to do is zoom out, so Command and minus, and then I'm just going to copy and paste this image by checking Command C and then Command V. And then if we turn these off, what we can see is Photoshop has copied and pasted the image. However, we can see that we have struggled a little bit here, and Photoshop hasn't done a great job in recognizing everything. So what we can do, we can just go select, we can reselect that, and then we can zoom in, and then if we just check the minus key, oh sorry, ignore that, and then we can go in a bit closer, and we can make our selection area, our selection tool really small, and then we can zoom out again, and then we can do the same process. So Command C, Command V for copy and paste. We'll just get rid of all the little previous layers, and you can see there that Photoshop has done a pretty good job of selecting out the product. We do have some areas here which we could use the lasso tool just to address, so we might just take out those, or again we could use the quick selection tool, but again we can just use that and then just check E for the eraser tool and get rid of that. Obviously we could do that for more areas of the image. You can see it's here. This isn't particularly neat. But again, we could go into the lasso tool. And we could select these areas. The lasso tool and the quick selection tool will usually do an okay job. If you're looking for something really detailed, then I would suggest using the pen tool, which I'll probably cover in a different tutorial. But thanks for watching, hope this helps. See you later.